Hey everyone, welcome back to Coach Doc Ministries. In today's video, we're continuing our Reframing lecture series talking about God, specifically the God as a parent metaphor. It's going to be a good one. Let's get to it. A couple weeks ago, I did a lecture on God and discussed several metaphors for God, exploring all the negative associations with each. Those negative metaphors as common presentations of God, to many people in the audience, rang all too true. I had so much I wanted to get into that lecture. What I failed to do was to go through each metaphor and describe a positive way it could be viewed. So today I want to right that wrong, so to speak, and reframe some of the more common metaphors of God. Today we're exploring God the Father. So let's recap what reframing is real quick. Reframing is the process of identifying and then changing the way situations, experiences, events, ideas, emotions, the way they're viewed. Reframing is a key part of the deconstruction process. As our core religious beliefs get challenged, we need to refine old concepts so they fit into the paradigm we're living in now. Religious concepts you learn as a child very rarely serve you as an adult. And that's what reframing is, taking old concepts and applying new definitions. Before I get started, I am going to pivot here quickly and say I'm going to minimize my references to God as a male. I promote egalitarianism on this channel, so I'll lessen the father references and veer more towards God as a parent. This doesn't change the quality of the discussion, just basically brings it into the 21st century. All right, let's go. Let's start with some of the traditional views and concepts about God the parent, what we all learned early on in life. So God as a parent is frequently in the sky, rewarding us if we're good and punishing us if we're bad, providing discipline, maybe another way you've heard this phrased. The parental figure is essentially a dictator who rules through fear, demanding perfect obedience to ancient rules and lashing out to anyone who may violate them. God the parent sits up in heaven, watching and keeping account of everything you do, writing in his book, and getting ready to punish you for your sins. This traditional metaphor of God as a parent is based on the parent-child relationship, where the parent is to train the child in the way it should go, which includes punishing when a perceived wrong is committed. Unfortunately, the punishment becomes the dominant aspect of this relationship when the parent-child metaphor for God is used. For many listening today, God was used as a stick to hurt and abuse. When this is the only version of God you know, no wonder it can leave one with great resentment or a weak attachment to God or even a disdain for religious life. It is no surprise, given this traditional view of God, more and more people are leaving behind their religious life, discarding belief in God. As Rabbi Arthur Green notes, I don't believe in God is often really, I don't believe in the God of my childhood fantasy, and I've been given nothing to take its place. So let's remedy that, shall we? So I would argue to change the dynamic from parent-child to parent-adult. Here's what I mean. You are an adult now, and your relationship with your parents has changed from when you were a child. In a healthy parent-adult relationship, the parent isn't always telling you what to do. Advising, yes, absolutely, but no longer dictating. In a healthy parent-adult relationship, the parent allows the adult to live their life, to make their own choices and their own mistakes. The parent is there to help the adult by helping make life choices and working through any mistakes that those poor choices may birth out, but is not overly critical or judgmental. In most cases, a healthy parent-adult relationship is a form of friendship, where the parent becomes a trusted agent for advice, support, and wisdom. This is how I want you to view the God as a parent metaphor. Stop viewing God from a child's point of view. Rather, Use the parental metaphor for the adult you are. To be totally blunt, grow up. Your relationship with your own parents has likely evolved as you have grown. So should your view of God as a parent. God is not a dictator, controlling your every move and action. Rather, a close friend who only wants to see the best for your life. This is a much healthier view of God as the parent. This is the version of God the parent metaphor I teach, and the one I hope allows you to continue to use this metaphor in your own life. God the parent is not watching your every move, thought, and action, waiting to grab you by the arm and whoop your ass every time you fail to be the best person you can be. Instead, God the parent is there, present in your life, but allowing you to make your own decisions. God the parent is there to guide and counsel you through the tough choices in life, ready and waiting to help you overcome the mistakes that we all make. God the parent is a friend, not a dictator. I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this type of content. If you have specific topics you'd like to see covered, please leave a comment below and we'll work to address them in upcoming videos. Thank you.